Hello, welcome to Retrum again. Tonight we're going to take a look at Red Rogue, a game made for the Adobe Flash Player. This is a free indie game that's a personal favorite of mine. As the name implies, it's a roguelike. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the genre, roguelikes refer to a type of game that is an RPG with permadeath mechanics, as well as randomly generated dungeons, enemies, and loot. They tend to be very difficult and unforgiving due to the randomly generated dungeons. The permadeath feature also makes things somewhat difficult, because, of course, if you fail, the game's over for good. Let's see what we're missing here. Okay. This game has a really stripped down feel to it, and it's also very retro. It's something I like about it. And that's why I picked it for this channel, because I felt it would be appropriate for the theme. And there we go, we have a level up, and you get that sort of Highlander quickening sort of effect. Let's just disarm that trap. Now, if you do manage to disarm traps, you do get an experience bonus. The character with the long hair and the red amulet is the rogue. The little skeleton guy over there following you around is the minion. He's a very useful character who's controlled by the AI. He can fight enemies for you, as well as test equipment out, and take damage for you. You can equip him with a variety of items. In fact, I think he can wear just about anything the rogue can wear. And level 1's cleared, so we'll go check out level 2. This is a great game that has a wonderful interface, because you can just use the arrow keys to navigate the menus, as well as attack enemies, equip items. It just has a really streamlined, very easy to use feel to it. And as roguelikes, it's really amazing as roguelikes go, because most of these games really aren't pick up and play games. And let's test out this rune and see what it is by feeding it to the minion. And of course it's a rune of light. It seems to be always the first rune I get whenever I play. Runes of light, I don't really know if they're terribly useful. I have thrown them at enemies in the past, and it lights them up so you can see where they're going. They do tend to run away sometimes. Oh, we got another level up. One thing I like about the level ups in this game is that you totally destroy everything around you when you emit that lightning. Now, this game is really full of references to other roguelikes and movies, and has this great dark sense of humor that's really gives it a whole life of its own. Here we go. There's a trap right there that we can see on the ceiling because of that little nub up there. So we can disarm that and get extra experience. You can also scan for the traps by pressing the Z button. Now let's check out our inventory and see what we got here. We got a knife. We'll put that on the rogue. Usually it's a good idea to test your weapons out as well, because they can be cursed, and if you put them on the skeleton, he won't be cursed because he's already dead. I guess they figured that was bad enough for him. Then we got another rune, so let's see what this says. We'll feed it to the minion. Rune of Heal. That can be very useful. Runes can be used to enchant your equipment, as well as be thrown at enemies, or given to the minion, or even eaten by you to receive their effect. Of course, you'll probably want to find out what the rune is before you put it on an item or eat it. There are bad runes that can really hamper your progress in the game if you put them on something, or just ruin the item, which can be very destructive in and of itself. There we go. Now, if you ever find yourself getting low on life, or even your minion, you can pop one of these babies. You usually get hearts by defeating enemies, and I can be very helpful. So there you go, we gave the minion that heart. Now he has a little extra life. Hopefully we'll be able to find a boss to fight somewhere in this level here. The bosses can be very dangerous. It's really kind of a high-risk situation with a high reward, because they do drop enchanted weapons and armor very frequently, or very often just something that's better than what you have. Let's see, we'll go up these ladders here. Well, let's check out over here first. Some of these dungeons can sprawl a little bit, but the map is very convenient, and usually the road moves pretty quickly, so the gameplay does have a good flow to it, even in situations where you really don't know where you're going or what you're looking for. Most of the dungeons are of a decent size as well. Ugh. Those pitfall traps can be really annoying and dangerous. And they can drop you into groups of enemies. They really just kind of slow you down. Oh, and here we found a secret entrance. And the head on Orchid. There we go, we got another level up. There's also various forms of notes written on the wall, as you can see by that red mark there. They often give advice or have little jokes in them. So they're really worth reading if you're not familiar with the game. And we'll try going down here and seeing where this takes us. And right there we have a boss. Hopefully we'll be able to take that guy out without dying. Okay. The bitch. It looks like she's tried to steal something from us. Well, I guess that's how she got her name. Maybe, hey, I don't know. Either way, we made that boss our bitch. So it looks like we've done a fairly good job at showcasing this game. So for now I'm going to sign off. I'd like to thank everyone for watching this, and if you enjoyed this video, please like or subscribe. I hope to have a lot more content coming soon. Until then, good luck and good gaming.